Hi, welcome to my series on FlyLady's method to help you get your house better in order and organized, and help yourself to be better in order and organized. This is day 16 of FlyLady's baby steps. We're on baby step 15, and if you haven't watched the previous videos, please click on the playlist below. It's important that you watch them in order and that you just do one baby step a day. We're trying to build routines that will last you your life, and we do that a little bit at a time as opposed to trying to change everything all at once. I have to just briefly comment because somebody left a comment on one of my videos talking about how this was like trying to micromanage their life and they couldn't deal with it. This is certainly a departure from the type of videos I normally do. I've talked about it several times before, and several people said, well, you should do it and just make a separate playlist, which is what I've done. I understand this isn't about pens or stationery or anything like that, but this is something that helped my life, and I know that sometimes the way that she presents the information can be a little bit overwhelming or confusing, and so I just thought if I could break it down for people that would like the help or want to try something different, that I would do that in some videos. So I'm not trying to manage anybody's life. I'm just trying to present some information that might help you. If you don't find it helpful or unnecessary, please, look at a different playlist on my channel. This certainly isn't for everyone. So I just wanted to add that in there. So today we're on baby step 15. And I wanted to lay out the routine so far because several one-off kind of things have been thrown into our baby steps, like deleting emails, creating an inspiration page, things like that. So at this point, you have a morning routine and a before bed routine, and you're just doing the best that you can. Hopefully you're able to do each of these things every day, because if you are, you're probably noticing that there's a huge difference in how you and your household are running already, just from these things. One thing is to be said with the routines. You put them, it's important that you do all of the things on your routines, but she breaks them up for you in before bed and a morning routine. Some people, when I was working full-time, didn't have time in the morning to do all of the things she suggests. So pretty much all of the morning routine stuff, with just a couple of exceptions, fell into my before bed routine. It's not a big deal when you do it. You just want to make sure you do it throughout the day. You've written these routines down on a piece of paper and put it in what's now becoming your control journal, because these routines serve as a checklist for you. Did you get all these things done during the day? So far, for morning routine, and again, these can go anywhere in your either routine, except for a couple things, right? Get dressed to lace up shoes, fix your hair and your face. Look at your post-it reminders, because those are a reminder to you now to look at your control journal. So when you see that post-it on the bathroom mirror or on the kitchen counter, it reminds you, I need to look at my control journal. So every day you want to have your control journal sitting somewhere that's convenient, so that every day you can look at it. And the reason why you want to look at it is because you're going to have stuff written in there that you're not used to doing. So at first it's a checklist and it keeps you on track. After you've internalized your routines, you don't need to look at it every day. It's just, I know all the things I need to do as part of my daily routine, that at this point, I don't even really need to look at it at all. But in the beginning, you want to have that, not only to help you remember things, so you don't, leave something off your list, but there is some sort of sense of accomplishment in being able to check off something on a list. So yeah. You want to have post-its, look at your post-its to remind you to look at your control journal. You want to read FlyLady's daily message. Change negative voices into something a little more positive. You want to do a 2-minute hotspot and a 5-minute rescue. And you know what? I see I forgot something on here. And a 15-minute declutter. Remember that the hotspot is a place in your house that collects things daily, like maybe the kitchen counter. And the room rescue is for the messiest, most embarrassing, most chaotic room in your house. And the declutter is wherever you want it to be. When you start doing zone cleaning, typically you do the declutter in that zone. But for now, it can just be anywhere. Your before bed routine is to shine your sink, lay out your complete outfit for tomorrow, do a 2-minute hotspot, and then check your control journal just to make sure that you did get everything done. The thing that we're going to add to our routine today, and baby step 15, is going to go right here, and this is part of your morning routine. Even if you only have, just a minute to do your morning routine, this should be on it, and it is make your bed. My finger just erased all of this, the hazard of a whiteboard. So, making your bed. This was something that I fought against forever. I can remember as a teenager having discussions with my mom about making my bed. She always wanted our beds made. And my response to that was, why? I'm just going to get in it, every night. It's like I unmake it and then make it, unmake it, and make it. What a waste of time. In my teenager mind, that made sense all the way through college. When I was in college, I would not make my bed. I had my own apartment. Nobody else was there to see it. And I would just leave it unmade, which was weird because in college I was fairly neat. I lived by myself, so there wasn't much to keep up as far as, my apartment. But I would not make my bed. And once I started following the FlyLady stuff, and so after college, I'm an adult now. I'm a married adult after, I graduate from college, and I still don't make my bed. And my husband doesn't make the bed either. And I started doing this FlyLady thing, and there it is, make your bed. And I thought, why? I knew from having to make my bed as a teenager that, because that argument didn't work, that it does make your room look neater. And FlyLady's idea behind that is just like having a shining sink in your kitchen makes your kitchen look instantly better, no matter what else is around it. And it makes you instantly feel better because you have that victory, you have that small victory that day. Your bed is your shining sink in your bedroom. In fact, she says every room has a shiny sink. And for the bedroom, it's making the bed. And we all know that when we have a made bed, it does look better. It looks, even if the rest of your room isn't that neat, your room instantly looks cleaner, it looks more organized, it looks put together and presentable. Nobody goes into my bedroom except my husband and I. There's no real need. I mean, I guess if we had a repair person or something, but on a day-to-day basis, nobody even comes to our house except me and my husband. But I make that bed every single day because I finally just said, all right, FlyLady, we're doing things your way. And I have never regretted it. It literally takes, 1 minute, 2 minutes to make the bed. Granted, I have a very simple bed. I don't have like 1,000 decorative pillows. But even when I did have I didn't have 1,000. I think I had like 5 decorative pillows. Even when I did, it took me maybe 5 minutes to make the bed because I had like a special spread and I would like tuck it under the pillows and then put on. Now I just have something very simple. And even though my very simple bed doesn't look as fancy as the other one, it looks just as neat and organized and tidy when I make the bed. And now it's a lot faster. FlyLady also has an answer to people, and I was one of these people, that says, well, I can't get up and make my bed as soon as I get up in the morning because somebody else is going to be in it. So that's valid, sort of. Because making your bed should be the very first thing you do once you get out of bed. Like you literally get out of bed, turn around and make it. That's how she approaches that. Because then you already have a victory for the day. In the first 3 minutes of your day, you have a victory and you've already taken a step towards making your house look tidier and neater. So what if somebody is in the bed? There's been lots of times where I have to get up much earlier than my husband for work. And it's just the nature of our jobs. She suggests that you make your side of the bed and leave their side on over there, like to them. And if they, Sometimes people are more responsive than others. Sometimes your spouse will see that you're trying to keep things clean and they'll pitch in and they'll recognize that and they'll become a part of it. Sometimes they won't. So, there were lots of times where my side of the bed was like pulled up and my pillow was, straight on the bed, and my husband's side of the bed was just like he got out of it. He didn't bother to make his side of the bed. And sometimes that would irk me, but I would get home from work, he would still be at work, and I would see that, so I would just take the 30 seconds and make his side of the bed and be done with it, even after I got home from work. There were a couple times where he got up and he actually finished making the bed, and I totally appreciated that. Either way, I knew I was making the effort and I was committing to having a neater, cleaner house, and doing my part felt good. It was so funny because I think it was like the second time that I did it. My husband rolled over, he said, "Are you making the bed with me in it?" And I said, "I'm just making my side. You can make your side if you want." So make your bed as soon as you get up in the morning. It's going to take you 30 seconds. I remember reading some email at one point where somebody said when they're in the bed, before they get up, they already get it ready, like it's almost already halfway made. Like they make sure that they tighten they pull all the covers up, and so that they don't have to like try to pull covers from the other side of the bed, and then they slide out the side, and then all they have to do is just straighten the covers. And I thought that was a little extreme, but it was kind of funny. It doesn't take long to make your bed, and it makes a huge difference in how your room looks and then how you feel. So as soon as your feet hit the floor, make that bed, add it to your control journal under your morning routine, and just know that you are like pretty much halfway done with the baby steps. There are 31 baby steps, and this is baby step 15. So I hope that you're doing well in your routines and that you're finding that this is changing the way you feel about yourself and your house. Things are looking better, and maybe people are noticing your efforts. So I will see you tomorrow for baby step 16. Have a nice day. If you have any comments, please leave them below, or questions. Bye-bye.